that. It's going from ear to ear in my headset. I love that. Side to side. Welcome back to the Stockwell Eldridge Show. I'm Jason Stockwell, Re-Pix Results.
I'm Diane Eldridge, Re-Pix Results.
And we are lucky to have Stephanie Havel here as well with Wells Fargo and Matthew Welshinger here with Re-Pix. And I'll let Matthew share what he does because you can tell right away probably pictures. And pictures are
not toothpicks.
So important. Yeah.
Picks.
Beyond important now in the day and age for real estate.
It's the number one showing.
Yeah. If anybody sold a house, bought a house, looked online, you'd be amazed. I just saw a property yesterday that I looked up that was for sale for 188 days. Just the worst front picture you could possibly have. Mm-hmm. And it canceled, went back on with another agent. Beautiful staging, beautiful pictures. 2 days sold, and it was listed for actually $12,000 higher than it was listed for before. So
wow,
powerful stuff. So Matthew, tell us about what you do, what got you into it, and all kinds of hopefully some good information for everybody.
Sure. Well, my background is actually within architecture, and within that, I realized I wanted more of a creative aspect. So I started going into the business side and focusing on architectural photography. Real estate photography is a huge part of that. It's great because I don't have to travel across the nation like I used to have to quite a bit. Real estate photography is great because it allows me to see a lot of properties, help homeowners actually get as much money as they truly want because it does start with that listing online. And it also allows me to just be able to help people far more than a lot of other people do. It seems like photographing a house isn't just getting photographs done, it's actually helping somebody beyond belief. So the company I have, Re-Pix, we do real estate photography and marketing. One of the biggest things that really sets us apart is we actually go through and really work on each room instead of just flying through a house. So if you've got a living room that needs just a little bit of work, we do a lot of extra stuff with that, as Diane could probably tell you about as well. Staging really helps not only market your property, but also when you are getting it photographed, it can really stand out compared to your house prior to that.
When you say staging, what do you like? You know, sometimes I think about that too. You know, we all love our house and how we decorate it. Do you so staging? I mean, it might seem simple to some of us that are in the industry, but really, what is staging? And do you just move the furniture around, or do you usually bring in stuff, or maybe just explain what it really means to stage a house?
Sure. A lot of people think staging is actually bringing in furniture and accessories to make sure their house looks perfect.
Right.
But staging is actually just removing clutter, making the flow actually more apparent to what people are wanting right now. And it's just getting that buyer emotionally ready to see themselves in your home.
Depersonalizing from the current seller's position to a position that can be open to everyone, so they can envision themselves being in the home.
Mm-hmm. So in essence, to state, maybe just kind of removing some things off the mantle, pictures, things on the countertop. I know my brother sold his house last year, and he was like, they told me I had to take the coffee pot off the counter every morning. He's like, so annoying. I had to make my coffee, and then I had to pull the coffee pot out every day for a showing. And I mean, so do things like that really matter?
That stuff matters a lot. And
really?
Actually, when you're actually in a home, you've got the ability to look around, and your eyes are seeing more things. When you're looking online at a photograph, you have a very finite space and a very limited amount of time to grab their attention. So it can be minimizing items on the counter, whether it is a coffee pot or the toaster that always is dirty. Mm-hmm. But then also a mantle, just having it very clean, simple. People are able to actually envision their stuff in that space more.
Okay.
They're going to figure out where the Christmas tree goes and whose picture is going to go on the mantle instead of somebody else's picture that's already there.
So is that something that, Matthew, then, so like when you're doing the pictures and so forth, then does that kind of come hand in hand then, the staging and the pictures, or are they kind of two separate things?
It's actually done at multiple times. A lot of times agents will get their homeowners to start decluttering. Possibly they have to paint if it's an obtrusive color. But just more or less getting that space ready. And we actually built a whole website for homeowners to actually go through room by room, and also the exterior, so they're aware of certain things to take care of ahead of time.
Is that a website that me as a consumer can access, or just a client?
You definitely can. It's actually stagingmn.com.
Okay.
So stagingmn.com.
Okay.
And that'll allow you to go from the outside to each specific room, highlighting areas that should be addressed and why.
Okay.
With that website, homeowners are able to really see how important it is to actually getting their home ready prior to going on the market. From there, as soon as I come in to photograph it, though, I'm still going to see something from a little bit different perspective. I'm a neutral party. I'm also somebody who is understanding the creative aspect within marketing and what is going to grab attention, what doesn't. So there's a lot of times I will tweak a few things here or there. That's the ideal. There are times, though, I walk into a property and it's just got a horrible flow. We might actually swap out furniture from one room to the next.
Okay.
We don't do that as much, but that would be the other extreme.
Just to take the pictures, or the people actually get to live with this swapped out furniture?
To take it with the pictures, but then also hopefully they are willing to live like that, especially early on in that listing, because it is something that the buyers want to see.
Right. Well, in your example, Jason, I mean, 2 days? I mean, the difference of new pictures and
Staging.
Yeah.
staging in 2 days. Well, and I think too, it's probably, I'm sure you, Matt, that you've had, or Diane too, like when you're meeting with homeowners, because I think, well, my house is fine just the way it is. What do you mean take out all my?
Well, what's interesting is sometimes Matthew will come through and he'll change something and they'll see it in the photo and they'll go, I never thought of putting that pillow that way or having the chair this way or a lamp in a different position. And it's like, wow, I like it.
Yeah,
I like
so
it.
they're open. Now, well, maybe this is off topic or whatever, but do you have like a like when you talk about like the flow, is it like feng shui, or is it a method to or it's just you have that creative eye to see?
Part of it is the creative eye, but part of it is also the psychology of buyers and how they're moving within a property. You traditionally are staging a property for how people are viewing it as they're walking around, not actually as they're sitting down to enjoy a family room or a kitchen. So a big part of it is trying to think of that and also giving them space. People want to know that they have a lot of space around their stuff. If they go into a space that's large but cluttered, it's going to actually make that room feel smaller, and it's not a comfortable feeling for them.
I'm kind of curious. So is there a way too, like when you like staging even the pictures? I mean, or maybe Diane, you could even Jason comment on it. Like, do people always want to see the kitchen first, or the bedrooms, or the bathroom, or what's kind of or if maybe they have a limited budget? I mean, can you
So the
stage
order,
part of a house or not?
well, the order of the photos on the MLS, they're, typically an outside photo
First, okay.
first. And also Matthew does drone and aerial photos.
Aerial,
So
yep.
there may be like the lakes,
Okay.
something that's really special.
Appealing to the
appealing,
location, right?
Whether
okay.
it's a hobby farm or something that might be really attractive to the buyer.
Okay.
Traditionally, your first photo, a lot of times people are using that front exterior because they want to see what that curb appeal is like. From there, you could really do any order that you want within photos. However, when you see some listings where they're bouncing from a bedroom to a kitchen to an outside to something else, it really distracts your way of actually viewing that property. So one of the things that we do within our virtual tours and single property websites are we try to do a little bit with the flow. So it might be a foyer or a living room before you get to a dining room, a kitchen, family room, and then so on. You also have to think of the stuff that's truly going to get your money, and that's going to be those main living areas. Bedrooms are secondary. A master bedroom and bathroom is nice, but a guest bedroom, maybe a second bedroom, a rec room, those things are more about square footage being finished.
Okay.
Not so much about the emotional part you're selling.
Well, and I think you even commented too, you said like the psychology of it. So maybe even like you said, how people move from a room to room or how it feels when you're going through that virtual tour. I mean, I look at stuff, listing. Plus, in our business, we get appraisals back, so it is always kind of fun. And we get to connect with our homeowners or our buyers that way as well. Like looking at the house, like, wow, this is a really great kitchen and, and so forth. And then we see things on refinances. We see those pictures and appraisals. And, wow, people really live this way. Okay.
And there's been a lot of studies done on
They
this
need
as well
some declutter.
over the years. Where you actually have your potential buyers are looking at the photo 60% of the time, and only 20% looking at all the characteristics, all the different information in the MLS. And unfortunately, they're only looking at who's actually selling the house 20% of the time as well. So you really need to focus on the visual aspect that really draws us in.
So would you say that more people, I mean, are they pretty much online. I mean, I think back in the day, we used to just kind of drive around. Is that really where?
Absolutely. And then you can also think about the relocation aspect. The person that's coming from another state or another country really relies on the photos on the internet. Mm-hmm. So
to see them and see how they're
absolutely. Yeah.
Right. So what did you say? Do you have a website? Like, so is it the Staging MN? Do you have another website if we want to get information about your business?
Yep. On the like, if you're a real estate professional and you're looking to bring me in for a property, my company Re-Pix, it's re-pix.com.
Okay.
We've got a wealth of information in the regards to the different photography services we have. We actually have a couple levels, as well as the other services that we're able to do for you.
And what's your phone number?
And our phone number is 612-216-0123. Otherwise, our website is a wealth of information, as well as we're on social media as well with that.
Are you on Facebook then as well?
Of course. It's hard not to be at this point.
Right. So it's RE
-pix.com, and there will be links to get to all of our social media channels, as well as like a blog as well.
Okay. Or I think Jason too, you always put everything on the Stockwell Eldridge page as well, so we can get a link to your business through the Facebook page as well, correct?
That will be on the Facebook page of Stockwell Eldridge. So Matthew Welschinger, repix.com or
StagingMN.com
for home buyers and sellers. And I know a lot of you are looking at pictures all the time. Even if you're not in the market, it's still fun to look at.
I'm going to go on to
StagingMN.com.
StagingMN.com. That sounds really cool, just to try it out.
So we'll be back with more with Matthew. Stay tuned.